Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. I am your host, Quianna Canada. Welcome back to the Quianna Canada show. Before we get into today's topic, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Remember that your likes and your shares, what it does is it pushes videos like this up in the algorithm. It tells the algorithm that videos like this are important. But we must be reminded that just because videos like this are not pushed up in the algorithm, that is not an indication that videos like this are not important. Also, please subscribe to my Facebook channel or my Facebook account by searching for Quianna Canada on Facebook. Okay, so let's get into today's topic. We're going to be analyzing Alexis Wilkins' defamation suit against Elijah Schaffer. And at the end of this video, I'll give you my opinion on who I think will win the suit. But who is Alexis Wilkins? Wilkins is an American conservative country singer, actress, and PragerU employee. She is also the girlfriend of Kash Patel, the FBI director. Who is Elijah Schaffer? Schaffer is a right-wing internet personality who makes a living as a podcaster and political commentator and has over 841,800 followers on Facebook. On X. Now here's the issue. Wilkins claims Schaffer has perpetuated a malicious lie that she is an agent of a foreign government, assigned to manipulate and compromise the director of the FBI, Kash Patel. The suit goes on to say that Schaffer profited on turning controversy and outrage, using this fabricated narrative to enrich himself with clicks. On February the 14th, 2025, Schaffer posted without caption a photograph of Wilkins with Patel above Hin Zazig's lengthy post about the role of Mossad agents played in Israel's intelligence efforts against Iran, which included seducing top officials. The lawsuit claims Schaffer's post on the photo received massive engagement, with 1.5 million views, at least 38,000 likes, hundreds of comments, thousands of reposts, and bookmarks. Here's the claim. Wilkins argues that Schaffer's wordless post of her photo is defamation because it implies she is an Israeli Mossad agent, spy, or honeypot seeking to spy on the U.S. government. To support her claims, Wilkins argues Schaffer frequently posted anti-Israeli rhetoric, accusing Israel of controlling the United States and its politicians. She further argues Schaffer knowingly or with reckless disregard for the truth fabricated the accusation at her expense, generating outrage to drive up his viewership and engagement, thereby resulting in monetary gain. So there is a cause of action, and that is defamation, which Wilkins asserts. But what must she prove? In most defamation cases, the claimant must prove the publication to be defamatory. Second, it may be reasonably understood to refer to her. Third, it has been published by a third party. But there are several defenses like truth, honest opinion, and public interest that are available to Schaffer. But Schaffer loses on the first defense with Wilkins' categorical denial that she is a Mossad agent and honeypot, further demonstrating Schaffer's post refers to her. In fact, Schaffer admitted on his show that he didn't believe that to be true. Although Schaffer stated he never would and never felt like suggesting it, implication still lingers. By denying he never said it and did not think it to be true, Schaffer loses the honest opinion defense. Moreover, Schaffer would have to demonstrate such perception that Wilkins is allegedly a Mossad agent is in the public's interest, with the United States' allegiance with Israel and politicians like Ted Cruz acknowledging that both countries spy on each other, Schaffer loses the public interest defense. He also loses by stating on his show he never felt like suggesting it, to reiterate. Unless, of course, Schaffer can show Israel's conduct to be a detriment to American citizens as a whole. In other words, Americans like Kash Patel would be or need to be concerned about their privacy interests. Now, I think that Schaffer would lose this lawsuit, ladies and gentlemen, because, to reiterate, he has stated that he never felt like suggesting it, never thinking that it to be true. But he did post that photo, he posted that article right below the photo of Kash Patel and Wilkins. And that could be considered defamation by implication, by implying that that information within that article is in reference to Kash Patel's girlfriend Wilkins. And so I personally believe that Schaffer will lose this lawsuit. And there is another person that Wilkins is suing, and we are going to be getting into that on a later date. So what do you think? Do you think that Kash Patel and Wilkins is stepping on the free speech of Americans? Do you think that Elijah Schaffer, is wrong in this particular situation by making the suggestion that Wilkins is a Mossad agent and a honeypot? Do you think that Schaffer will win this lawsuit, or do you think that Wilkins will win? These are all questions that I want to know. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.